we're gonna do a bit of stand-up to get warmed up with, and we'll just look at picking up single legs from the standing position. So when you're first learning wrestling, it's very important to learn the low risk takedowns first, where you're not really shooting in, and if you mess up, nothing happens. And one of the best options you can go for, especially when picking up the leg, is just reaching for the leg with your hand. So we're gonna be on a wrestling stance. One leg is forward, one leg is backwards, and head is slightly lowered. We're gonna tie up and we're gonna make grips. A lot of people like working from a position where their shoulders and head are very far apart. So we just lower our head and we make contact with our head. We either tie up head to head where our forehead is matching, or head to shoulder, whatever we give us, right? Jiu-jitsu people have a habit of being terrified of making head contact. Just lower your head and make contact with him, because now this is easier to wrestle from this range because we're actually close together. Trying to wrestle from a range where we're very far away is very difficult. So just make contact with your head. The whole thing with reaches is reaching with my hand. But if my leg is very far away and I reach for his leg, my posture will get broken. I can possibly get snapped down, and one, it's not very strong. So what our drill is gonna be, we're gonna make contact with him and we're gonna step ankle to ankle. As we step ankle to ankle, we make sure we hook nice and strong with our hand, and now we just drive through. Don't think about picking up the leg directly off the floor. Think about driving him with your head. So notice my head and legs push, and when I push him away, his leg easily becomes weightless. And now from here, two hands locking above the knee, you can see we have an effortless single leg setup, right? Very low risk, very high reward. Because if he takes his leg backwards, we miss, we're just back in a wrestling stance, our hands are on him, and now we can start doing other attacks. And as well, when he takes his leg backwards, his posture is broken, so we can chain it with arm drags, we can chain it with snaps, we have a whole bunch of other options. But the really key detail is making sure you step ankle to ankle on this side that you're going. And generally speaking, you're attacking the lead leg. If he had his other leg forward, right, we would step ankle to ankle on the other side. So we step our back leg and step like so, or we would pull on him and circle, and now step in deep like so. We're ankle to ankle here, we're reaching with our hand, and we're not picking up the leg, we're making good contact with our fingers, driving our head through, and then we pick up the leg nice and high, make sure we're locking above the knee, and now we're ready to work from here, where my head is straight, my spine is straight, and my grip is locked up nice and tight. Make sense? Yeah, so just pick up the leg and we'll go from there. Let's go, 3, 2, 1. Cool. So now we're gonna look at what if he steps the leg backwards. So if he steps the leg backwards, it's gonna open up other attacks from this position. So where's Krug's? Cool, 22. So we're in a wrestling stance, and this time we're gonna get a grip with the other hand on some part of his body. So we're gonna steal inside position for our hands, and he's gonna tie up, he's gonna grab me back, generally around the outside here. So we have inside position. Now, we fake the leg, and we're gonna assume he steps that leg backwards. So whenever he does this, his posture is broken, so it's a good idea to chain him with another attack. A very basic attack is just go for the arm drag. So from here, I slide the hand down, get in the wrist low, take an outside step, and I drag him through. Right? Other options are, we can also go for a snap down. So if I didn't have my hand on his bicep and I had my hand on the head, as I fake the leg and he steps backwards, I just pull his head down towards the floor, and I can go towards this front headlock position, right? It's a very nice and smooth transition, because they're playing here, they step backwards, and then you drag their hands towards the mat. Remember, you don't have to go for it for the first time. So we can be tying up here, posting and pushing the hands, faking, faking, faking. He steps the leg backwards, snap him down, get towards front headlock. But it's the idea of tying up the upper body, making him step, moving him around, and going for these low percentage options first before you get into the high percentage options and the high risk, like the double legs and the shooting. Yep, that makes sense. So we're gonna tie up with our opponent. We're gonna be head to head, something like this. Good. We're gonna grab the head and fake the leg. As he steps backwards, we pull his hands down towards the mat. Very important. Don't wait for him to step, set his stance, and then pull. Kind of reach as he steps, snap his hands down towards the floor. And the second option was, if we didn't have a collar tie and we had an inside bicep tie, or even wrist control to some degree, as we reach, we just drag him through like I did there. Any questions? So either snap down or arm drag. Right, very simple and very low risk. If you mess it up, you end up in a good position. Yep, let's go. 3, 2, 1.